Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. So today I thought I would go over the MACD indicator and what this indicator does, how it's used. So for starters, the MACD indicator is just a momentum indicator. It's probably one of the most popular, widely used indicator. I would say it's at least in the top, probably top 3 to 5. Pretty much anybody's chart you see online is going to have this indicator plotted. And I feel it's helpful to you to actually understand what you're looking at and what this indicator is doing. Because I feel a number of people probably just are not really fully 100% aware of what this indicator is actually tracking. So on our chart, I already have the MACD pulled up here on the bottom. And if we go to Studies in Thinkorswim, Edit Studies, MACD, it's basically going to be the first one that's going to pop up here. What I'm going to do to make this easier to understand is I'm actually going to turn a few things off just for a moment. So MACD stands for Moving Average Convergence Divergence. And what that means is this indicator is tracking the difference between two moving averages. And we'll notice right here we have 12, 26, and 9 listed for this indicator. So what that's doing, it is measuring the distance between these two moving averages, and they happen to be an exponential moving average as well. So what I've done is I went ahead and actually plotted the 12 and the 26 moving average on our chart here, exponential as well. And if we take a look at the chart here, basically what this MACD is showing, at this particular point in time, the MACD reading we can see in Cayenne is about 695. So what that means is at this moment, our 12 is above the 26 moving average by roughly $6.95. So that is all it's telling us. One thing that we can note is it is above the zero line right here. I have the zero line still plotted. So basically, if the MACD line is above the zero line, it just means that our short-term moving average, which is the 12, is above the long-term moving average, which is the 26 here. So anytime this MACD line crosses this zero line, all that means is that our moving averages have crossed on the chart here. So now I'm going to turn another part of the study back on. And that's going to be the average line right here. So this average line is basically this 9 period. And what this 9 period is, this is basically the 9 period exponential moving average of the MACD line right here. So that's all that is plotting. It's basically the 9 period average of the MACD. And this is basically just trying to smooth out this line right here because it can get jumpy at times. So it's just smoothing out that line. And then lastly, we're going to turn on the histogram. So the histogram is basically just plotting the difference between these two moving averages that we have plotted right here. So we can see that we have the light green and the dark green, as well as the bright red and the dark red. And basically that's just showing the momentum of these two moving averages right here. And anytime the MACD and the signal line cross, it's also going to show that right here on the histogram when they cross. So a couple things to think about here is because this shows actual trend and momentum, you have to understand that some stocks, such as the SPY right here, when you get into what I guess is termed as kind of a melt up time when the stock market is just slowly moving up, this MACD is actually going to just kind of trend flat. Sometimes it will even trend down. So you have to be careful of that because in the MACD, it's going to have breakout signals, yes and no. If you turn that on, what that's doing is just plotting an arrow every time they cross. But you need to be careful trying to take these signals as entry and exits, because if your trend is just melting up right here, you're just going to get chopped out right here. If we want to look at another stock, say NVIDIA. So with NVIDIA, we can actually see that we get a lot stronger buying and selling pressure here. And that's basically why these lines are not flat. So the buying pressure is just much stronger. And that is why we have a rising and falling MACD and signal lines here that we do not see in the SPY. And, you know, this may not look like a big move right here. But, you know, this from the high to the low is almost 22%. So that's a 22% drop right there. If we go to this low to this high right here, that's roughly about 82, 83%. So those are very large moves. So we can see there's a lot of buying pressure here, a lot of selling pressure kind of going on. So that is just something to note about this indicator. You need to really use the indicator in context with a bunch of other stuff going on. So, if you see it kind of crossing during a news event, or possibly even like an area of support or resistance or something like that, maybe that's the time to take the trade. So be sure to drop a comment below. Let me know if you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and bye.